What's up, guys? So I'm sure you're wondering where the truck or boat is, because that's what we really focus on this channel, but we have something a little bit different for you today. I'm sure you guys have seen in the background of a lot of my videos, I do a lot of woodworking. I never really make videos on that stuff here on the channel. I'm considering doing that in the future, but stay tuned for that. Anyway, what we have in front of us here is an adjustable workbench that I picked up off Amazon, and I wanted to share this thing with you because I'm sure whether you do woodworking or not, this table is for, you can basically use it for just about anything. And honestly, for the price, it's a pretty good pickup. So I wanted to share it with you. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on how to put it together. The assembly is super simple, literally only 4 steps to put it together. But then we're gonna go over some of the features, because this thing is definitely gonna come in handy here in my garage. Let's jump into it. Here's what you get in the box. The assembly on this thing literally could not be easier. There's only 4 steps to it. So when you take it out of the box, you have your main tabletop. You can see there's threaded inserts all throughout the tabletop. That's the bottom of the tabletop, just so you know. You have your side braces and your middle brace, your casters. 2 of those are locking, 2 of them are not, so pay attention to that when you're putting it together. And then you have your main side piece, your 2 side pieces right there. Okay, the one thing I do want to point out though, the leg right there. When I opened up the box, I thought I was missing, there's 4 of them total. You're not missing them. When you open up the box, you can see the other 3, they're actually tucked up in the main side pieces. I removed that one just to show you, but you can see how they go up in there. There's holes, and they go in and lock in place with those threaded knobs. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. Let's get this thing put together, and I'll show you all the main features on it. Step 1 is just going to be taking your 2 side pieces and connecting them with your side braces. Very simple to do. You can't really screw it up. You're just going to set, this is upside down. Just take your 2 main side pieces, put them upside down, and you can see they also have threaded inserts. You're just going to take your side braces, line them up. You're going to take your M8 by 30 bolts, 16 of them with the washers, and simply just connect them into the threaded inserts. Repeat the process on the other side. So now we're going to bring up our tabletop. You can see I still have it on the foam just to protect the top surface because we do have it upside down. We're going to take our leg assembly, carefully set it on there, line up the holes with the threaded inserts. We're going to take the middle brace, set it right down in the middle, and again, just making sure all the holes are lined up. And then we can take the 17 of the other bolts. I believe they're M6 by 20s, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and just go around 17 holes, tighten down. And then all we got to do is put the casters on, and it's put together. All right, we're on our last one. So far, alignment-wise, everything is perfect. No issues getting all 17 spots. A lot of times when you get stuff like this pre-drilled and with the threaded inserts, sometimes you might have a little bit of an issue, with things lined up, but all 17 are in. No issues with alignment. Just going to go ahead and tighten them down. Last step is the casters. Now the 2 that have the locks on them, I'm probably going to put I'm going to put them opposite each other. That way, no matter what side of the table I'm on, I'll be able to hit one of the brakes and lock them. All right, guys, here is the finished product. And I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. So let's talk about some of the features real quick. We're going to start right here on the side. As you can see, the power cord hanging down, you can plug this into any standard outlet, and then on the side you have 2 USB ports and 3 AC ports with an on-off switch right there. So that's pretty cool. For what my intentions are with this table, that's going to come in handy to be able to plug that into an outlet and have 5 other outlets right here on the side that I can control with a switch that's on the table. As you can see, it rolls very easily, almost no effort at all. The casters are nice and smooth. On this side, you can see it comes with, I want to say, almost like a pegboard thing. You get 2 hooks with it. I am curious if I can get more of these hooks. I think I'm going to reach out to them and see what they have to say about that. I like the fact that you have this little area over here. I actually wish it was a little bit bigger, to be honest with you, because when I'm working, it'd be cool to just be able to you know, hang a drill right here or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I do wish that was a little bit bigger, but it is a nice little feature, and I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more of these hooks. They basically, the square cutouts, there's a couple notches on the back of the hooks, just wherever you wanna put them, line them up with the notches, push them down, and you can see there they are. So I'm just gonna put one on each side for right now until I decide where I wanna put them. As you can also see, I have this at the highest point. Now, I can't remember offhand the height differences from like its lowest point to its highest point. I'll put that on the screen for you. I have it at its highest point right now. To adjust the legs, it's just these star knobs. All you do is take out the star knobs. There's a bolt that goes through. Take them out, put the legs, hopefully you can see there's holes for all the variation in height down here. Put the legs where you want them, pop the bolts back through, and you're good to go. So now as far as weight capacity, that's the other thing when I looked at this table that I was pretty impressed with. It can hold up to 1,600 pounds. Now, I go about 220, and even with the legs at its highest point, I mean, you can see it's solid as a rock. I mean, I'm 220 pounds, nowhere near the capacity that it claims, but it is a solid table. So that's pretty impressive. This thing is gonna come in handy for sure. You also have I mentioned the two locking casters. I have one here and one over there. I may switch those around to have them both on the same side. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there, but this definitely is a very handy table. The other thing with this table, and this kind of goes without saying, this isn't just a woodworking table. That's obviously what we're gonna be using it here for in the garage with all the projects we do. But you can use this, you know, my kids, a table in their room for homework or something like that. And again, the outlets on the side would come in handy for them charging their phones or iPads or whatever, or their laptops while they're doing schoolwork. You know, you can use this table for pretty much anything you want it for. Here in the garage, it's gonna be for woodworking for me. Definitely nice to have this extra space to be able to set things on. I'm probably gonna use this for some of my glue ups and things like that. So yeah, give this table a look. I'm pretty impressed. All right, guys, there you have it. The YitaHome Adjustable Workbench or table, whatever you want to use it for. With Christmas coming up, if you have anybody in your life who may need something like this, give this thing a look. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. It comes in 4 different sizes. I don't know if I mentioned that in the video. This is the 48 long by 20 inch deep. It comes in a 4 foot, a 5 foot, a 6 foot, and a 7 foot long, and then up to 24 inches deep from front to back. So it comes in different sizes. If you're looking for something specific, you know, give them a look. Again, this is the 48 by 20. Links will be down below if you want to pick one of these things up. It is an associates link. I always appreciate when you guys use them. I, of course, get a small percentage. I'm sure you guys know how that works on YouTube. So it doesn't cost you anything extra. It just helps support the channel and helps me to be able to keep putting videos like this out, you know, whether it's the truck or boat or whatever the case may be. So we always appreciate you guys using those links. All right, any questions on this table, put them down below. I will get them addressed for you. But as I mentioned, this thing is definitely worth the price in my opinion. So give them a look if you're in the market. All right, questions, comments, or concerns, put them down below. Hope you guys have a nice holiday season coming up, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.